We just had this massive thunderstorm. You can hear the rain coming down so hard. And it's always cathartic for me. I love rainstorms. Normally, I would be out there in it. But for some reason today, I felt like I was supposed to stay inside. I almost went around the lake. Almost went out in the rain. And I decided that I was staying in today. And maybe there isn't a rest factor here that we have to... I'm watering my succulents and stuff. Maybe there's a rest factor here where we need to take a beat for a minute. There's been a lot of energy going around, a lot of things to work through, a lot of mentalities that have been shifting very rapidly. I experienced this too. It was almost like another bubble up today of past mentalities and not insecurities, but like almost like an overthinking kind of energy, but not the useful kind of overthinking. This was like the kind of overthinking we don't do anymore. And I'm like, we literally just had to talk about this. Why is my brain trying to do this right now? And I think it's another one of those situations where you put it in practice. What you talk about, what you mentally work through, it gets a pressure test after you do it. You can't just have this epiphany and talk about it, make a video, and then just like never think about it again. There's always a pressure test. So that's what I think is going on today. It's really interesting to me how the brain works, how spirit works with the brain. I feel like I'm gonna go to sleep. Maybe it's time. I think I'm going to try and do another 24-hour fast. I literally just ate dinner. It's 7:39, so around 7:30, 7:40 tomorrow. That's when I will stop. Just one day. Because I haven't done that since the fast ended, and it's been almost a month. We are like 5 days away, 5 or 6 days away from it being a month. Ugh. And I think I'm feeling balanced enough now, and I feel like it would feel good. I feel kind of like heavy right now. I did just eat a bunch of carbs, but like that could be a thing. There's also an energy right now of momentum, like this breakthrough we've been experiencing, but in the form of reignition in other areas. For example, the workout routine. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the fast is a buildup. It's a momentum. It's something to kickstart the ignition. Launch. 3, 2, 1, launch. From the other day. This is how liftoff. That's what it was. 3, 2, 1, liftoff. This is how we get our liftoff. We capture a little bit of momentum in the form of a 24-hour fast, and then we start working out. Interesting. Which means tonight I'm going to have to look at, maybe tomorrow morning, I'm going to have to look at the specifics of my workout routine. I'm thinking about just doing yoga and resistance training at first, and maybe integrating weights a little bit later. Because if I'm going to do body weight exercises, slimming down is the first step. I have to be a low enough body weight in order to be able to do body weight exercises, like pull-ups and push-ups and long planks. Get back up to like 3 minutes maybe. It has been a hot minute since I did a 3-minute plank. These are the things I'm thinking about right now. But it's not just that. It's not just the workout routine. It's also studying for the exam. Now that I know which days I'm going to be free, I know which days I'm supposed to be working now. And as soon as I finish this week out, we're going to be starting that new routine. So maybe I'm just supposed to be planning things out right now so that we are geared up and ready to go to dive back into study on some days. And I'm going to open up bookings again for personal readings and life coaching sessions and Reiki and all of that. Those have been deactivated since I started the new job because I wanted to stabilize and just focus on one thing at a time. But I think I'm going to open those back up once I start at the gym and feel solid, maybe like after the first week or two. So, study first, reading second. Sounds like a plan to me. There's also a call for adventure here. Maybe a trip. Maybe a trip is needed. Seeing something that you haven't seen before. Like, I'm sure there's stuff in my area that I haven't seen yet. But like, I don't want to do any of the normal stuff. Like, whenever people come here, they're all like, oh, DC, there's all these historic spots and monuments and blah, 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 blah. I've seen it, you know? Like, over the years, I saw one thing here and another thing there. And, like, it's cool, I guess, one at a time. But, like, I would so much rather see massive geographic, like, situations and locations than I would like natural landscapes. And I want to say like wonders of the world, but it's not really wonders of the world. You know, the seven wonders are a different thing. But like natural geographic wonders. So I'm thinking about what's over here and what that would be like. Skydiving's still on my list. There's things I'm thinking about. One step at a time, though. Maybe some adventure after some stability. But either way, this moment right now is a kickstart. It's a ignition. We've had our test of discipline. We've had our recovery period. And we're getting back to normal in a bunch of different ways. We have a lot of changes coming in the next couple weeks. And that is going to be our focus. But this is the part where we start planning things out and making one small change at a time. You got this. Pick something small. Make that change tonight or tomorrow. Sometimes, for me at least, it takes a couple days of emotional preparation before I can be like, okay, we're doing this. I might even like start a couple times and then like fail out and have to be like, okay, we're getting back on the horse tomorrow. It's okay if that happens to you. Somebody needs to hear that it's okay to dry run like 3-4 times before you actually manage to land the routine. Or the change, or whatever it is. I'm hearing emotional support skittles. Is that a thing? Emotional support skittles. Somebody might want to cut out Skittles or candy or something like that. But if that's your big coping mechanism, it might take some build up before you can actually reduce it down. It might be easier to try something you care less about first. Like, I've probably used this example before, but I've never really been much of a chips person. So when I was eliminating foods that I didn't want to have in my diet, chips was the first to go. It was the first one that I was like, okay, I'm not going to miss it much. And that gave me that momentum that ignition, in order to get the next change made. So don't start with your emotional support Skittles. It's so funny. I really need to Google if that's a thing or not. Don't start with your emotional support Skittles. Start with something smaller, and you'll be okay. I promise. Just keep trying. Don't give up.